Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the CAR-15. Now, this gun is a starting weapon in the game, so you'll always have access to it. I'm pretty sure everyone has tried this thing. I actually was never a fan of this gun. I've played all of the previous playtests, the closed access ones, and I never really enjoyed the CAR too much because the M4 and QBZ were just way more dominant weapons. But now that they've kind of changed some of the balancing of weapons and how they handle and perform, the CAR-15 actually feels really, really good. My favorite things about it are its consistency. The gun always feels the same and it's very predictable. Some of the other guns with a bit more intricate recoil patterns, they can feel a little bit different, and the sprays, since they're a little more complex, but the CAR-15, it's like exactly what I think of when you're thinking of a starting weapon in a shooter. If you want just a reliable, consistent, full auto rifle, this is the one for you. Not only that, another thing that makes it so powerful is that you can use it across every operator in the game. So you could play recon, you could play sport, engineer, and assault, all while using the CAR-15, and that makes it a really good weapon too, because let's say, for example, I'm using support, maybe I want to bust out a gun with more range, I'll have that option now. So the CAR-15 is a really valuable weapon to have leveled up in your arsenal for that reason alone, because if you need the range or just a more consistent long range weapon at a random point in a match, you could just whip this thing out and start owning. Okay, so that's another reason why it's so powerful. The only two downsides for me that I can think of, and this just may be me, but at close range it doesn't feel good at all. The 632 for some reason, although you know, some of the best close range weapons are in the 600, this gun just doesn't feel good close range. So I lose a lot of fights close range with it. And then the only other thing is, if we look at the darn handle carrier is so high. When I'm not in ADS, it extends over halfway the height of my monitor. So like, if you pretend this is a full wall here, if I swing a corner, I'm blocking the entire dummy. Look at this. It's pretty crazy. So that's one downside. So those are the only two downsides, just how much space the optic takes up, but overall it's still a really good gun. Okay, now I'm gonna have two builds for you guys. The first one is gonna be this mid long range. It's crazy. You get 25 damage up to 37 meters, which is pretty good, and then it really excels in control and handling. So you have these long range stats right here, and then look at the handling. It's still sub 250, 243 actually. Really good ADS time for that range and handling, really good sprint to fire, and really good ADS walk movement speed. So overall, this thing is really nasty when you're playing off a head glitch, you're holding down different angles. If you want a gun that can just laser and beam people at range, this is definitely the one.
Here's a great example of this. We can pick the guy off the head glitch at 71 meters, and when we zoom in, we see his head is basically the size of the reticle. The recoil management and consistency of this gun is amazing.
And then another option is going to be this one right here. So this is more of a compact style build. As you can see, still 70 control, pretty good handling. And this one is loud because we have the 60 mag on there. So as you can see, we swapped out the 30 mag with the clip for the 60 mag, or not the clip, what do they call that thing? Assist handle, what is this thing called? The mag mount or whatever. So, but we have the 60 mag on this build. We have the handling stock, which hurts our stability, but it makes our handling crack. And then we took off the silencer because I was running the whisper, and the whisper hurts your handling and stability and things. We also took off the stock kit instead of running this integral stock because it's just, I wanted the extra handling, and then this hurts our stability a bit more. So that's kind of what this build is configured for. It's a loud 60 mag, and it works really well if you're playing on the front line, maybe as a combat medic or something, and you just want to be able to get quad sprays or really just put down some suppressing fire and cover. Really good gun for that. Okay, so but my favorite build for sure is going to be this mid long right here. Really nasty, fun to use. It performs great.